Good morning, family of fast. Actually, good, very early morning. I've been up since about 1:30 a.m. taking care of a puking kid, and I just know it's going to be one of those days where I am going to need a metric ton of caffeine just to survive, which has led me to this video and begs the question, how much caffeine is too much? And is too much harmful? And the answer is you can never have enough of caffeine. Okay, that's not true. So what we're going to discuss today is how much caffeine is too much and can it have any negative effects on your health or well-being. So as we all know from previous videos, I have an undying love for caffeine, and it's extremely beneficial for endurance athletes. Usual dosages are 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram body weight daily, 60 minutes before exercise to really boost endurance benefits. And why I'm telling you this is for a 70 kilogram person like me that does about 4 milligrams per kilogram body weight, that's about 280 milligrams of caffeine, which a lot of you might be saying, holy hell, Matt, that's a lot of caffeine. Well, I actually take in about 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day. I know that probably explains a lot about me and my persona in these videos, but I am definitely not the norm when it comes to caffeine intake. So, according to organizations like the NAS, Health Canada, and the European Association of Food Safety, the upper safe limit that they've determined is 400 milligrams a day for a healthy adult. Now, I say healthy adult because the amounts will be lower for a pregnant woman or a person with cardiovascular disease. Now, why they quote the 400 milligrams a day is most of the research suggests when people go over 400 milligrams, they get some of those negative side effects of caffeine like anxiousness, jitteriness, nervousness, sweating bullets, palpitations, racing heart rates, etc., etc., etc. So that's really where the 400 milligrams upper safe limit of caffeine comes from. Now, you can go beyond that if you want to, and if you built up a tolerance to caffeine, they don't say it's like going to be fatal if you go above that, or it's going to have negative long-term consequences. Excuse me. You can tell I've been up since 1:30 now. It's just because of those side effects that I just mentioned. And in fact, like the fatal levels of caffeine are 15 milligrams per kilogram body weight, which is enough to kill a horse. So you would be very hard to get up to the amount where caffeine could kill you. Like we're talking like 200 cups of coffee. So what does 400 milligrams of caffeine look like? Well, it looks like about 4 cups of coffee, 2 energy drinks, 80 cups of hot chocolate, yumma yumma, or with something like Performalite. Performalite has about 215 milligrams of caffeine per serving, so you could have a couple of those if you want, which is actually a really good point. Like if you're a coffee drinker and you also take Performalite, I would just do the Performalite right before your workout and then your coffee saved afterwards. I mean, if you can space the timing of caffeine out a little bit more, that's probably the best way to do it to avoid kind of the jitteriness or anxiousness. With the half-life of caffeine being 6 hours, you allow some of that to clear out of your system before you're intaking more caffeine. So coffee in the mornings if you want, and then Performalite before you run should be fine. And they said you can go over this limit of 400 milligrams, but you may experience some of those negative side effects. Another question people ask when you go up at this like high levels of caffeine is, well, isn't it a diuretic? Isn't it going to make you pee a lot? Not necessarily. If you think about the amount of fluid you drink with a caffeine, the net hydration will actually be more than what you pee out. And a lot of the research suggests that as you build a tolerance to caffeine, that diuretic effect doesn't happen. But mostly the whole diuretic theory on caffeine is a complete myth. There was actually a study done on a while back that I've referenced before that compared drinking water to drinking caffeine, and it resulted in basically the same amount of urination. So coffee is not really a diuretic to the fact that it's going to dehydrate you so much where it'll have a negative impact on your endurance performance. So that is all I have for today on the upper safe limits of caffeine. I am going to go slam a ton ton more so I can wake my ass up. So if you have a sleep-deprived friend that needs more caffeine and is concerned about having too much, please share this video with them. If you want other videos like this on endurance training, nutrition, supplementations, busting the BS, or other random musings, subscribe to the Endure Elite YouTube channel or head on over to the Endure Elite blog at www.endureelite.com. Get social with us on Instaslam and our super duper awesome Family of Fast Facebook page. And until next time, my endurance friends, stay fueled, stay focused, stay fast, and stay informed.